So I think a lot of us nowadays, when we're thinking about going to get braces or anything like that, we're kind of torn between what to do because there's like so many options now. Like in this video we're going to talk about like braces versus Invisalign.
When I talk about Invisalign, I mean the clear aligners. I don't actually mean the trademark company Invisalign. It's just, I think everyone pretty much calls them Invisalign, even though what I mean is like there's loads of different companies that make these. So yeah.
And why I chose to get braces rather than Invisalign. So obviously like straightening your teeth is a massive investment. It's a lot of money. You definitely have to do a good bit of research to make sure you're making the right decision for you. So I definitely wanted to get like a permanent solution. I did not want to spend €2,000 for, I don't know, 6 months supply of something that was going to straighten my teeth, that then 2 years later I was going to have the same problem. That just didn't sit right with me. And from the research I did, that's kind of what I came up against personally when it came to Invisalign versus braces. It was like Invisalign was going to be fast, but I liked the idea of like it wasn't just they were going to move my teeth into alignment. There was a lot more going on. So I'm going to talk about all that now in this video. Kieran, my orthodontist, brought me through everything. So he was like, you have overcrowding anyway, then your wisdom teeth have come down.
So then years ago when I was a teenager, I had a rotten tooth, so I had to have a root canal and a crown put on. Sorry, I hope these images aren't too shocking. They're like the clearest ones I have. They're just like the inside of my mouth, so you understand what I'm saying.
So I had that like 10 years. Now I'm not being funny. The gum around it had like gone like nearly grey. It was off colour. It didn't look great. It never sat right with me that I was going to keep that in my mouth and have like my new healthy wisdom teeth removed. Never sat right with me. So anyway, I went in to Kieran, I said nothing, I didn't even mention that. I was like, I'm just going to let him look at everything and say what he thinks. So he was like, yeah, you have overcrowded. And he was like, personally, I think that's an unhealthy tooth. Let's get that out of your mouth. And let's get the ones that are in line with that, like anything with a cavity. He was like, let's take that out, let's take that out, let's take that out. So we chose to take 4 teeth out from the middle of my mouth. And he was saying like, you know, you have overcrowding, so this will give space to your teeth, so when we move them they're not going to be coming into alignment with each other and like having like no room. They're going to have enough room to do that. So instead of just like going for straighter teeth, he was like, let's solve this problem forever. Like we have to change your overbite, your like overcrowding, like all the other elements that were going into my teeth becoming crooked. Because when I was younger, like I had straight teeth, had no problems. Then over the years this was kind of happening, so clearly there was like something causing it. But anyway, he talked me through all of this in the appointment, and I thought, like, you know, my gut feeling was just like, he knows what he's talking about. He's done this day in day out for years. Like my sister got her braces years ago, like my friend in school Donna got her braces, and that was years ago. So I know he's been doing this over and over and over again. Like he is very knowledgeable, he's an expert, this is his like professional field, all this. So I trusted him. I just got this gut feeling. I was like, this is right. Like he's not just talking about a quick fix and giving me some deal and it all sounds amazing and then in 3 years time my teeth are going to be crooked again. I just don't have time for that, like, do you know what I mean? And I know that that can be really like daunting as well. Like getting teeth removed can be daunting, but when you go to an expert, like again, research is key. When you go to someone who knows what they're doing, you're grand. And I had a brilliant oral surgeon. His name was Deepak, and I have to say he was like amazing. When I was having my teeth removed, I stayed awake because honestly, like I'll be honest, it was cheaper. So I think it was like €500 cheaper. And what they done was they were telling me that I could get them done in 2 separate appointments or 4 separate appointments because I was getting 4 teeth removed, but that was going to be more expensive. And I'll be honest, like I had my money saved from the cruise ship and I was out of work because the virus or whatever. So I was like, no, do you know what, like I need to get everything done in one. So I didn't get put to sleep, I stayed awake. I got 4 teeth removed in one go. That's me personally. Essentially it's up to yourself, you know what's best, but I would look into both. And yeah, no, I think it's definitely better to have them looking at your teeth in person rather than getting something sent out in the post. Like I just wouldn't even trust myself to keep up with that. I'm not even being funny. Like I think I just take out Invisaligns or whatever and leave them out because I'd be like, oh, I want to eat. Like I think you have to, like when you're eating, you have to take them out, brush your teeth, put them back in. I just know personally I'm too lazy for that. Like if I'm being honest, like I wouldn't do that. I'd leave them out and then it would just be such a waste of money. So that's the other thing. Like even when it came to getting the applicator, which is the thing that I have on my top palette, they were like, you can get one that's removable, it's cheaper, but I was like, I'm actually going to spend more on this and go for the one that you drill into me, because I will leave it out and it'll just be a waste of time, a waste of money, because I know myself and I like eat all day long and I just wouldn't, like you're supposed to take it out every time you eat and then put it back in. It's like a retainer, so I think it's a bit more fragile, whereas I was like, nah, do you know what, like let's be honest here, I'm not gonna do that. So I got one put in. But anyway, that is me. Everyone is different, so put in the comment section below like what you think from watching this. Like does that kind of sum up something that you would agree with, or do you disagree? Like what is your ideas? Put them in the comment section below. And if you had a similar experience where you were like, I'm not sure whether to get braces or Invisalign, like why did you choose what you chose? And yeah, just let me know how you're getting on. If you have any more questions or any more videos that you would like me to do, please do let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, bye.